Bitcoin holders, watch out, because even though the macro chart for Bitcoin looks pretty good, it's just when you zoom into the short-term charts, there are clear warning signs. And in this video, I want to show you those warning signs, how I am trading Bitcoin at this moment, what I'm doing with my bots. Stay tuned until the end. We're going to cover all of that and more, including two altcoins that I'm very bullish on, and I'm going to be opening positions on today's update video. I have a few charts that in the very greater macro look amazing. I still believe in one more leg to the upside in altcoin season, so those will be mentioned today too. Before we end the video, I'll talk to you about my experience in the practice sessions for the F1 Grand Prix in Azerbaijan. It's incredible. Like we were literally in the place where, so you have the garages, right? So you have the pit lane, the paddock. The pit lane is here, and then you have the garage, which the cars and the drivers are in. And then behind the garages, there is a paddock walk where all the celebrities and all the drivers walk. And right on that walk, there's like a cafeteria for each sort of team. And there's like a toilet in each of those places. And drivers, for some reason, go to that place to go to the washroom. Anyways, it was pretty cool. We were hanging out with Max's father, Sonoda, like right, I'll show you. So if you're interested in F1 stuff, watch until the end. I will show you on my Instagram stories what happened, but stay tuned for that, okay? So let's go into Bitcoin. What is happening to Bitcoin on the hourly time frame? What do I personally expect? Well, look, the first thing is, let's state the elephant in the room, massive inverse head and shoulder pattern. I mentioned last night in the Crypto Kids community saying that if Bitcoin can surpass 17.5, and 17.5 really has been the level I've been talking about primarily for the past 1.5 weeks to 2 weeks. It's just coincidentally, right? The inverse head and shoulder neckline is coincidentally also at the place of the prior swing high. If we can break above the 17.5, happy days. I expect a $128,000 Bitcoin, and I expect that because if you put the height of the inverse head and shoulder at the breakout zone, you get $128,400. It's as simple as that. Very good pattern, very good target, but you have to break above the neckline to be able to reach that. And unfortunately, the short term seems to be challenging that thesis. You have a bearish divergence. On top of that, you have a choppy Bart Simpson-y consolidation. That doesn't look amazing. It doesn't mean that things are going to go to zero now. No. I think this can still potentially turn around. It is the weekend tomorrow, so I'm not expecting any sort of massive volatility. But keep in mind, things, I mean, look, it can turn into an ascending bull flag and Bitcoin breaks above 17.5, then we reach 128. That would be amazing. In preparation for the bull case scenario, well, I have all of my Bitcoin long positions that I've been opening publicly on this channel since $77,000. Those two red lines are just stop losses for if Bitcoin were to break below the 107 levels. That's the time when I'll be considering to exit long positions, and I'll explain why. But until or if that happens, I think Bitcoin can go on another leg to the upside and reach a brand new all-time high in Q4 in about a month and a half's time. Okay, so that's just what I wanted to state. But in preparation for a potential dump, which I think the 13.1 is a suitable level given volume profile and given the neckline of this more zoomed in inverse head and shoulder, I think 13.1 is a very accurate target for a potential drop. So what I did was on Pionex, I opened the bots, and I opened this bot before, but I just adjusted the parameters. So the parameters of this bot is between the range of $106,800 and $150,000. Why this range? If I go to futures bots, we can visualize it together. So let's click on the bot. All right, so you can see if the price of Bitcoin continues to fall, what it will do is this bot will accumulate Bitcoin every step of the way. I don't personally expect Bitcoin dropping below 13.1, but the absolute worst case scenario would be going back to these prior lows. If Bitcoin is to go to those prior lows, that's our final chance of support. If that is broken, then the macro trend will be reversed into a massive bearish trend because you would be creating lower lows. So that's why, because we're still expecting one more leg to the upside, apart from my macro long positions, I've also initiated a bot where Bitcoin would be bought every step of the way, and whatever point we decide to see the reversal, fantastic, you would have de-stayed your positions in, and as Bitcoin goes to new all-time highs, then the bot will go ahead and take profits for me. So if you're interested in copying this bot and looking at the similar parameters, I'm going to explain them in a little bit more detail. You can go to the links in the description down below. Weeks is where I'm trading my normal derivatives positions. Super easy to sign up. Not many requirements. That's where I do my derivatives trading. I've been very happy doing it for the past 9 months or so. So if you want to sign up for a normal derivatives account, then Weeks is the place. But if you want to try bots, and arguably, if you want to use both of them at the same time like I'm doing, then you can sign up to both using the links in the description down below. And the Pinex link right now is giving a fantastic bonus. Everybody that signs up using the second link in the description down below not only will get access to my bots, but on top of that, when they deposit, or when you deposit $100, you'll get a $100 bonus to use in these trading bots specifically. So you don't have to risk your own capital. You can literally use Pinex's money to open these positions and test them out. If you deposit $10,000, then you'll get a $1,000 voucher, which again you can use on these exact bots. So if you want to sign up, links are in the description down below for you to go ahead and do that. When we go into this Bitcoin bot, the parameters are one, I explained the parameters, but the overall capital I put into this is currently there's $300 invested, but there's $800 of extra margin so that if the price of Bitcoin continues to fall, then it would buy, and buy. That's the whole point of this bot, okay? And I'm going to put a stop loss, and the stop loss is going to be below that prior low at 104,660, okay? And the way that you can add a stop loss is by going to details. I don't think, if I'll put the link to this bot where the AVAX bot was, I'll put the Bitcoin bot. It should be already built in, but just in case it isn't, and it's important to know how to use these bots, you click on more, you hover over more, you click, let's go to, hold on a second, parameters, edit price range, stop loss, there it is. So stop loss, I want to go price, stop loss trigger price, 104,660. Yep, close at market price, delay time, 5 seconds. So just in case price goes below it, wicks below it, I'm going to do 10 seconds just in case it's a wick. Perfect. Amazing. Yeah, I'm very much happy with this. I'm going to click OK. My break even would be 115,593. OK. So there it is, right? That is my stop loss set. This is the bot that I'm going to share in the description down below. And it's important to note that this bot is going to work for me in a risk managed way alongside those Bitcoin positions. So this bot is designed to work very nicely with those positions. If you're interested, links will be in the description down below. So just to summarize, I think it's possible that Bitcoin comes to 13.1, see a retest there if the support line at like 114,800 is lost, and then you still have a chance to create a larger inverse head and shoulder and break to the upside. But ideally, you don't want to see that dump, and you want to continue up. And these two sort of positionings are preparing me for both scenarios, which is amazing. And we have this ability because we've been buying in at such low prices. That's Bitcoin. I hope it made sense. Okay. I'll cover these macro charts in a minute, but let's go into two of the sort of altcoins that I really like. Cardano looks phenomenal. I am in love with this Cardano chart. The reason why I'm in love with this Cardano chart is look at what happened last year. Last year in October, altcoin season, I think it will begin either final week of October or going to November. Look at this. Exactly 1 year ago, November, you see a huge breakout just going absolutely banana mode when you break above that descending resistance, okay? And the sort of time frames of which this consolidation happened is very similar to the time frames of this consolidation. It's almost a year here and a year here. And in November, October, when altcoin season begins, I actually think Cardano can literally see like a massive push to the upside, just like what happened here. So Cardano also getting its ETF. I really like it. I really like what I see. So on the Moon Show, I opened another Cardano position over on Weeks. I'm bullish, all right? And my current average entry for Cardano is sitting at about, it should be, let's see, entry price. Yeah, the average entry price is probably 0.82. I just want to buy as much Cardano as possible. I really like how the chart looks. I also like the more short-term chart. Yeah, the bit of a, sort of a bullish pennant accompanied by a W breakout. So I like Cardano. I like the fundamentals of Cardano, and I'll be opening more Cardano positions in the future. If you wish to do so, links are down below to do that. And if you want to support the channel, I think there's a good chance we can go towards $2 for Cardano in Q4 of this year. Another altcoin I really like is Pengu, believe it or not. The chart is just incredibly similar to the chart of Solana. Look at this. It's literally almost exactly the same. Solana I'm already very bullish on, but Pengu is really catching my eye. And I think let's see if we already have a position on Pengu, because I remember trading Pengu before. Let's have a look. Do we have a position? It appears that we don't. Okay, so huge inverse head and shoulder, massively bullish. If you go into the short-term time frame, there was clearly a bull flag, which you retested, broke to the upside. So I really love this. I really love how this looks. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem like I have any capital left on week. So what I can do is I can go to Pinex and I can do a bot. And the bot is going to accumulate Pengu for me, and I'll leave the Pengu bot also in the description for you. Let's do from 0.2731, or just let's go below 0.27094. All right, let's do a Pengu bot. Pengu. Pengu USDT. There it is. Okay, daily time frame. All right, so I want to do a futures bot. It's important that I don't go crazy with leverage. So I'm going to go just below those lows, and let's say 0.027, okay? That's the lowest range, 0.27. And then the higher price range, this should be the auto scale. Can we do measurements here? No, we have to go back to the trading view chart. So Pengu USDT. Okay, and if I measure the heights from top to bottom, put it above the breakout zone, for now, I think, oh no, we don't, guys, just warning, never go into log scale to measure chart patterns. I mean, at least that's what I hate doing, because I like to be more conservative in my targets. That's going to give us a target of 0.586511, which theoretically would be a 1,518% move. I'm not sure, look, I'm not sure that this is going to happen. It's quite unlikely. All right, so I don't want to make anybody too excited, but why not? We can put the bot target for 0.589. Okay, 0.589. For now, it's fine. This can be changed later on according to what happens to the price of Pengu. But for now, this is okay for me. I'm going to invest. How much can I invest? Let's do $700. I don't want to go too much. 3x leverage. I think we can go, I'll do 2x leverage, and then I'll go a bit more. So I'll do $900, or let's do 800. Okay, 2x leverage, 800. Stop loss is going to be set definitely for this one, and I will go stop loss 0.024 is good. 0.024. 0.024. Delay, I like to keep it at 10 seconds. Okay, yep, perfect. There we go. So if I press create, yep, vamos, there we go. So now we have a Pengu bot running as well. Very happy with these bots. Let's see what happens. Pengu is going to be an interesting one. Cardano, I'm more confident, to be honest with you. About Cardano, I have a bit more confidence. But those are the two altcoins I am buying alongside, obviously, Bitcoin. What bullish charts we have? The first bullish chart is from TechDev. He mentioned that Bitcoin has never had its hockey stick inflection until this global risk index crossed positive, like it just did. So this is apparently the global risk index, and every time it crosses positive, Bitcoin has one more leg to the upside, and it happens in every cycle. Again, I'm going to state this. I think Bitcoin will have one more leg to the upside. Will it be as vigorous as the prior cycles? I don't know. So my take profits are currently open-ended. For weeks positions, I don't have take profits. For my bot here, yes, I do have like a small take profit, which I can change. But honestly, I just want to see what happens. Okay, I do expect one more leg to the upside. Key Young shows a massively bullish chart too. Look, when you look at the signal 365 MA, look at this, look at this. Look at what price did there, look at what price can do now. This is also corresponding with when quantitative easing will most likely happen. So very, very bullish. Dollar is collapsing. Bullish. Total 3 crypto cap looking amazingly. Bullish. Overall, crypto is looking bullish for Q4. So I'm still buying, still accumulating, not taking profits yet. Before I end off this video, I know this has been a long one. I'll timestamp it so you guys exactly know where everything is. I was at the Formula 1 race in Baku. In the practice, tomorrow I'm going to the qualifying, and then Sunday, obviously, is the main race event. I met the legend, Valtteri Bottas, amazing. The Red Bull team captain, seems like a very nice guy. Max's dad, Jos Verstappen, amazing. And look at this. So I was recording just so that you get the context of where I am. Look, Yuki Tsunoda is going to just go behind me. Look, look, look. Watch. Tsunoda, come on, Tsunoda. He will be there. That's not Tsunoda. Tsunoda. Come on, Tsunoda. There you go. So that's Tsunoda in the back. And basically, he just came from like a toilet break. And for some reason, the place we were sitting, the drivers just constantly came to the toilet. I don't know, but it was cool. It was cool. Definitely, it's the most cool place that you can possibly be in F1. So I met a bunch of drivers, excited for tomorrow, excited for Sunday. If you want to follow along, you can follow me on Instagram. Guys and girls, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all on the next video very soon. Take care, guys, and as always, bye-bye.